Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are all doing well and safe. Welcome to the practical course of circuit analysis. Here's your lab instructor Nashita Alwas. Agenda of this experiment includes 7 different sections: lab objective, equipment needed for the experimentation, theoretical background of the experiment, software implementation, results and discussion part, conclusion and the task assigned. The title of today's experiment is to study the response of a parallel resonant circuit using NI Multisim software. Equipment needed for the experimentation is NI Multisim software installed on the personal computer. Before moving towards the parallel resonant circuit, firstly we have to look at the basic concept of resonant circuit. An electrical circuit which has very low impedance at a certain frequency is the resonant circuit. Resonant circuits are often built using an inductor such as a coil connected in parallel to a capacitor. The resonant electrical circuit must have both inductance and capacitance, means the resistive element of both the inductor and the capacitor. In addition, resistance will always be present in the circuit due either to the lack of ideal elements or to the control offered on the shape of the resonance curve. When resonance occurs due to the application of the proper frequency, energy absorbed by one reactive element is the same as that released by another reactive element within the circuit. A parallel circuit containing a resistor R, inductance and a capacitance C will produce a parallel resonance circuit when the resultant current through the parallel combination is in phase with the supply voltage. A parallel resonant circuit stores the circuit energy in the magnetic field of the inductor and the electric field of the capacitor. This energy is constantly being transferred back and forth between the inductor and the capacitor, which results in zero current and energy being drawn from the supply. A parallel LC circuit used in filter network to either select or reject AC frequencies. So what is the resonant frequency? Resonant frequency is the frequency at which the inductive and capacitive reactance of a parallel resonant circuit are equal. Resonant frequency is the frequency at which parallel impedance of the circuit is maximum. We can also say that resonance frequency is the frequency at which the current is in phase with the voltage, means the unity power factor. Resonance concept basically occurs when the inductive reactance of the inductor and the reactance of the capacitor equals. We know that the inductive reactance equals to 2 pi FL and the capacitive reactance equals to 1 by 2 pi FC. So these values are basically helpful for the analysis of the resonant frequency. If we will consider XL equals to XC, so XL equals to 2 pi FL and XC equals to 1 divided by 2 pi FC. So F square equals to 1 by 2 pi FL, not FL, basically 1 by 2 pi L multiplied by 2 pi C, which is equals to 1 divided by 4 pi square LC. Then if we will take the under root of this terminology, then F means the resonant frequency will be equals to under root 1 divided by 4 pi square LC. So the resonant frequency equals to 1 divided by 2 pi under root LC. As we will connect the supply into the circuit, so 3 currents are there: capacitive current, inductive current and the resistive current. Corresponding values of the inductive current and the capacitive current will always be equal and opposite, and therefore the current drawn from the supply is the vector addition of these two currents and the current flowing in IR. So here we have the phasor diagrams according to different conditions, as we have the higher value of inductive reactance, as we have the lower value of the inductive reactance, and when the inductive reactance equals to the capacitive reactance. So as the inductive reactance is less than the capacitive reactance, means that the we have if we will put basically F equals to 0 in the circuit, it means that if we will put F equals to 0 in the circuit, then XL equals to 2 pi FL, XL will be equals to 0. When we have the lower resistance in the circuit, it means we have higher value of the current. So IL basically greater than the capacitive reactance, and in the start of the impedance diagram we have higher value of the inductive terminology. As I will increase the frequency in the system, means frequency will move towards the infinity stage, then the inductive reactance basically greater than the capacitive reactance, as inductive reactance basically greater than the capacitive reactance, so the inductive current will move towards the down position. So we can see that our waveform basically starts from 0 and it moves towards the higher position, then it will move again towards the down position. At the position of resonant frequency, when XL equals to XC, then we have equal amount of inductive current and the capacitive current. So the curve or at the peak point is the term where we have our resonant frequency, where we have the equal values of the inductive reactance and the capacitive reactance. Here we have the current diagram of parallel resonant circuit. We know that the impedance and the current is inverse relation. So at the lower frequency we have higher amount of current, and at the resonant frequency we have a lower amount of current, and then if I will increase the frequency, then our current value basically moving towards the higher position. So at resonance stage, circuit behavior will be analyzed like that. The impedance of the parallel circuit is at its maximum value and equal to the resistance of the circuit, creating a circuit condition of higher resistance and lower current. Also at resonance, the impedance of the circuit is now that of resistance only. The total circuit current I will be in phase with the supply voltage Vs, because capacitive term will be cancel out the inductive term, because these two terminologies are opposite to each other, so they cancel out the effect and we have only one terminology of the resistive current. So our supply voltage will be in phase with the resistive current. To simulate the parallel resonant RC circuit, RLC circuit, basically we have to move towards the NI Multisim software. In NI Multisim software, firstly we will place all the components. So moving towards this section, and again moving towards power sources and pick ground block. After this I will pick the resistor of 100 ohms. So for this I will move towards the basic sections and then resistor, and then I will pick the resistor of 100 ohms. Then I will pick the resistor of 1K. Then I will pick the capacitor of 1 microfarad. After this I will moving towards the inductor section and pick the inductor of 68 millihenry and place it. So our component section is completed. Now for the arrangement of parallel RLC circuit, we have to arrange all these components in a vertical form. So select component and press Ctrl R, select component and press Ctrl R, select component and press Ctrl R, and after this I will basically attach function generator right there for the supplying of AC voltages into the network. So here at the second number I have the function generator. we have to connect the positive of the function generator with the positive of the resistor and negative with the ground terminal. So I have to rotate this function generator position. So flip horizontally and connect resistor right there. After this, I will connect all the component with the negative side right there, and also I will connect the ground terminal. Then basically right there we will connect two multimeters, one right there for the measurement of current and one right there for the measurement of voltage in the circuit. So connect one multimeter at this place and connect resistor and then connect capacitor and the inductor. After this, I will basically connect another multimeter for the measurement of basically voltages in the circuit. So select a multimeter and press Ctrl R, and I will connect positive with the positive terminal and negative with the negative terminal. So now my circuit is completed now. This is how we can implement the resonance-based RLC circuit in the NI Multisim software. So for the results and discussion part, I will run down the simulation diagram, and for this, firstly I will basically click on the function generator and select the frequency 50 Hertz. After this, I will click on the first multimeter and select ammeter and select AC because I'm dealing with the AC circuit. Then I will click on the second multimeter and choose voltages and choose AC signal. And now I will run down my simulation diagram. Click on the run block. So here I have the current in the circuit, and here I have the voltages across the circuit when I am going to supply the frequency of 50 Hertz. So now I will increase the frequency as 100 Hertz and run down my simulation. So we can see that my current is basically decreasing. So I will stop my simulation diagram and increase frequency 100 times and run simulation diagram. So you can see my current is basically moving towards the down position. I will basically increase the frequency term like 400 something to analyze the results. So you can see my current is basically more in the decreasing stage. So now I will increase the frequency like 4500 and run my diagram. So you can see at higher frequency my current is basically increasing, but current is basically moving highest position to the down position, then again highest position, negative parabola basically. So if I will increase the frequency more like 5000 something and then my simulation diagram, you can see my current is basically again in the increasing stage. So at the very lowest frequency my current is very high, and if I will increase the frequency, then my current is basically decreasing. At one point it becomes very low, and after this at the resonant frequency when the current is very low, after passing through the resonant frequency, my current will again moving towards the highest position. So this is how I can analyze the result of parallel resonance circuit on NI Multisim software. From this experiment, we learned that the resonant parallel circuit condition will be occur when the inductive reactance will be equal to the capacitive reactance in the parallel RLC circuit. Also from this experiment, we learned the analysis of the response of parallel resonant RLC circuit using NI Multisim software. Tasks assigned for this experiment are listed in the slide. You have to complete these tasks before the commencement of your next week lab. Write down your experiments in your manual and share the work with me through Microsoft Teams. This is all from my side. You are welcome to ask any question related to this topic. Thank you very much for listening to me. Good luck. Allah Hafiz.